What's up, everybody, and happy Wacky Wednesday. It is your girl, Shamiso, a.k.a. Shameless, and I'm rolling alone today, but fear not, because I still have the hottest stories for you, and you're tuned into Newsish, the news you never knew you knew. So first up, we have some unfortunate news out of Pretoria Girls High, and then we've got Miss SA controversy. We've got the likes of Kelvin, Momo dropping music, Oscar and Bo and Kabza are also dropping music, and then Miley Cyrus says she's not sure about having kids, and then as usual, we've got the hottest premiere for you, so make sure you stay tuned. Mwah! First up, in some unfortunate news, it looks like the principal and deputy principal, along with some prefects from Pretoria High School for Girls, have been suspended due to racism allegations. Now, this is not the first time the school has actually come into question in terms of, like, you know, is there racism or not? We know at some point, years and years and years ago, you know, young women of color were complaining about how their hair is policed and all of that stuff. So now it looks like the principal actually isn't dealing with racism in the school and has been suspended for 3 months. I kind of feel like, you know, 3 months is not a long enough time. It's like a mindset thing. Like, if he doesn't feel like racism is a problem, then you know, what's gonna happen. And funny stories, I actually wanted to go to Pretoria Girls High, guys. I went to primary school with this girl who went there, and she told me, like, about being far away from home and how nice it was, and I just wanted to get away from my mom at that time, so I considered going to the school, but thank the Lords and the heavens that I didn't. And some other controversial news, it looks like there's a girl who's in the top 16 finalists for Miss SA. Her name is Chidima. She is half Nigerian and half South African, and, you know, Twitter is not having it. They like someone who is of Nigerian heritage or who's not fully South African cannot represent South Africa. So you have a lot of people that are saying you guys are being xenophobic because we have the likes of Trevor Noah, who's half, you know, Swiss, and you guys love him, but it's because it's Nigeria specifically that you guys aren't feeling this girl. There's even been a petition to be like, she cannot be in Miss SA. So we'll see how that pans out, because people have a lot of differing opposing views on that. In some exciting news, it looks like Kelvin Momo is going to be dropping his 5th studio album. Now, he's been dropping an album yearly since 2020, and his fans are really excited, but I also saw some people on Twitter like, how, dude, we still need to digest the other work. And then other people are like, digest for what? Digest what? Beats, you know? So obviously he's like a massive talent, and I'm sure his fans are looking forward. And people are suspecting that Blackie might be on the project because he commented on Kelvin's announcement. And, you know, I love Blackie, so I'm here for that. In more music news, it looks like Oscar and Bo and Kabza the Small have announced that they're also going to be dropping music on Friday, I think. So obviously this is like a deadly combination. People love Oscar, people love Kabza. You know, Oscar just recently also dropped his merchandise for his other project, and the merchandise is actually quite dope. So it looks like he's doing big and amazing things. So shout out to him. And then if you are a Miley Cyrus fan and you're wondering, like, you know, we grew up with Miley Cyrus, guys. We've known her since we were children. She's been a superstar since we were children, and she is 31 this year. So she was asked about, you know, the prospect of having children, and she's like, you know, I'm kind of like okay with it now. We all know that her godmother is Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton is 78 and never had kids. So Miley's like, you know, I feel like my fans are my kids in a weird kind of way, and I like it. I really shout out to women that don't have kids, guys. Like, you know, when you look at like Tracy Ellis Ross, never been married, no children, and she's hot and she's rich. Like, I sometimes feel like the key to like some women's happiness is actually to just live life and not have to live for others. But anyway, check out the premiere.
This album is our first.
Yeah, it's
This album is
long
our debut.
overdue.
Yeah, long overdue.
Inspirations behind it is the past 4 years of life, mainly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We've got some legends on the album.
Got the Avengers on the album, got our first international feature on the album, Trevor Jackson, Mr. Steal Your Girl from Grownish, for those who just need a reminder, Nyana.
Yeah.
So now it's 3 Mr. Steal Your Girls on one track. It's called Matata.
Oh man, shout out to Major Steez. For those of you who don't know, I actually took over the show that they used to do on radio. So, you know, as much as you guys are my boys and everything, and I feel you guys, the new slot that you are now on, I'm coming for it as well. I have to keep gunning for the same people. I have to keep bricking the same honey. Do you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. I'm sorry. Major Steez, it's up.